we got the permanent vinyl on with the layering done. So let's move on to HTV. Let me get that all set up and I'll be right back. Okay guys, all back. Got me set up for the HTV. So I got hot pink, mint, yellow, and orange glitter HTV. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to start all over again. So this time we're going to go back up here to this and we're going to pick edit. And then we're going to mirror it because again it's HTV, right? So we'll click done. And then we're going to change the vinyl. So you click the where it says the custom material is. And so my Just a Girl is going to be mint again, okay? So we're going to pick Everyday Iron On. Alright, so we'll grab our mat. We'll take off our protective cover sheet. We are going to put this down shiny side down. So you see the shiny side, that's the carrier sheet. This is the ink and the vinyl. Alright, so we are going to set this down. I might need to turn it over. Then again, I'm just going to do this. So I'll show you how to move this. So you go to edit. And I want to move it down just a squeak. So you just drag it and click done. Now you've moved it down. So everything is ready to go. Put it in, load it. I didn't braid it down because this mat's super sticky. And click go. Got rid of my like happy light and it's like dark over here now. When we go to iron this on, we're going to actually do it on top of my chest freezer because it actually is heat resistant. This is not. This is actually just a shelf with a quilter's marker on it, so I don't want to iron on this. This is strictly for just me cutting my vinyl. Okay, so we'll unload it, turn it over, and pop it off. This is supposed to be light tack and it's not. See, it says light grip. That's not light grip. Alright, so the next one we're going to do is the butterfly body. And we will need to mirror that because we're going to mirror everything. Turn mirror on, click done. His body is going to be yellow. So I am doing everyday iron on. Remember, shiny side down. Load it and cut. Now the rule of thumb when you do iron on for any kind of glitter is glitter has to be the top layer. Absolutely positively must be the top layer. So don't try to iron on anything on top of glitter vinyl. This is why it's a little backwards. Alright. Like I said, this is sticky. Alright, so the third piece is his body. His little body. So we're going to take the glitter vinyl. Like I said, this is not light grip. We're going to change it to glitter vinyl. And it's just going to cut this top corner, so don't braid it all down. I'm going to cut that one. Okay, next we are going to do his little body, and again we're going to mirror it. Click done. We're going to put our vinyl onto our mat. Remember, shiny side down, glue side up. I don't really need to braid it because it's just a little area right here. We're going to click glitter vinyl. Load it in. And click go. And load it. Now see, if you don't braid the whole thing down, you have a piece that you can grab. Unless you're cutting way down there, don't braid it all down. Just braid where you're cutting. Alright, and then the last piece we're going to do is Who Loves, and we're going to edit it and turn it backwards. Click done, and it's going to be Everyday Iron On. Turn this around. Grab the hot pink. I think this is big enough. We have to look and do a measurement, so my laptop pad is just so sensitive that if anything sits on it, it will not work. Alright, so let's look at this, and it's 4, right? It's 4 inches. Is this 4? This is 4. Remember, shiny side down. Everyday Iron On. Click load. Click start. Now, while this is cutting, you can always be weeding or doing something over here. So what we'll do is we'll cut the butterfly out. Again, always cut a square, because then you have leftover pieces you can use. I lost my glasses. One downside to glitter vinyl. Very, very hard to see your object. So unload. Peel all this off. Make sure you put your sheet back on the right way. Cut the last one. And then we're going to weed, and you're going to see how much easier it is to weed this. Just peel it off. Then you take your pick and you get up close. Hold on one second, let me get my glasses. Got my glasses. Oh, they're dirty again. They fell on the floor and they're dirty again. All right. And then you pick out, and even though it's backwards, it's much easier and it doesn't stick to nothing. This, I would say, if you're going to pick HTV, have yourself a pair of tweezers with you. And the most important thing is make sure you read it before you apply it. Make sure you got all the pieces off of there. You don't have any excess stuff that's being transferred or not transferred. Like you peel the letter off or something. I think peeling off is more on the permanent vinyl, and not peeling is more on HTV. Here's my curly Q here from my E. See, it's not sticky, so the carrier sheet's sticky, not the vinyl. I end up with like little pieces of HTV all over the place because just little pieces that don't stick to anything, you know? Alright guys, my battery died, so I need to take a little bit of a break. So let me throw my glasses on and finish weeding this. So you want to weed, and you also want to make sure you don't leave behind any kind of hair or lint, anything on there, especially when you're going to go to iron it on. Pull out my pin. Sorry, I'm in the blinding light. But sometimes you realize that when you go to pick, you need that extra light. I don't like the light boxes. I've tried one, actually bought one, and then I sent it back because I just didn't care for it. I like to light from the front and not from the bottom. Alright, and then you turn it over and you read it. Okay? Make sure all of your letters are weeded. On the permanent vinyl, the T is weeded on their own. So just know that HTV weeds, when you weed, weeds different. Alright. Read it again. Gotta fix the S. And we're going to look at it again. That looks good. Then we'll move on to the banner. See how much easier this is to like weed, just peel it off. Alright, and so then now, take my little weeding tool and weed out just a girl. That's why I say start with HTV or cling. If you were to do this on cling, we'd be done. We would be so done. If I had more colors, I would do a cling. But I only have 2. I really should get more, I guess. And remember my little dot on my A wanted to come up with the permanent vinyl. It stayed on the HTV. You can see it, see? It stayed. Alright. I have to think backwards, because as you're peeling these, you want to think of the letters that you're peeling so that you're not picking in the wrong spot. So I have to think backwards. Like now I'm thinking of the J, so I know which way I need to go. Right. And my I decided to stick over here, because this is also sticky carrier. So now it says just a girl. Alright, so we'll move on to the body of the butterfly. Get ourselves a piece of corner here. Don't ask me why I got a little bump there. I did. Kind of odd. It almost looks like I'd cut over here before. See a little circle here? I probably did. Probably did cut on this one. Alright, so now on to the body. Okay. So now we're going to weed the glitter. Vinyl. HTV. Alright, so everybody is now all weeded. And so now we're going to take our little shirt and we're going to go over and iron it onto our flour sack towel. Okay guys, so now here we are at my freezer. And so what we're going to do is you're gonna take your iron, and I maxed mine out and I think it's 302. So what you're gonna do first off is you are going to iron out all of the moisture out of your item that you're going to do HTV on. And I am going, my cord is driving me crazy. Alright, so you iron out all of the moisture. Next you're going to take a piece of tape, and I'm going to wrap it around my fingers, and you are going to want to take all the lint off, because look, there's lots of lint, and that lint will stick to your vinyl and not to your object, so then your object will lose its vinyl. Alright, So now hopefully I can get this all into screen for you guys. So what we are going to do is we're going to take our objects here and we have the Just a Girl. We have our butterfly. Make sure you don't have any lint. And then, who loves butterflies? Alright. Being that this is a 2-layer item, we're going to do this secondary. We're going to do these guys first. So you get your, remember I told you about your Teflon sheet? So you're going to lay your Teflon sheet over the top of the first item that you're going to do. Make sure your iron has come to temp before you use it, okay? And I don't have a thermostat on this thing. This is why they say to use a press, because it tells you which thermostat is. But when you're just learning, it's okay to use an iron. So what you're going to do is hold this down for about 20 seconds. 20, 25. Don't go over 25. And then it looks like my iron missed this one little corner. So I'm going to add a little heat there. And then you're going to let that cool. Sometimes it's a warm peel, sometimes it's a cool peel. I let it get to a warm. That way I know that the glue has adhered. So now we're going to do Who Loves Butterflies. Same thing. About medium pressure. Alright, and then we'll see. Looks like my iron covered the whole thing, so we should be good. And now we're going to move on. Feels like this one's ready for peel. So you fold it back upon itself, roll it back. Now here's the trick to this. You take this off, put it back on, okay? Put your Teflon sheet back on and press it for about 5 seconds. Basically what you're doing is an insurance policy that when you peeled your heat resistant tape off, that the glue didn't come back up again. So now we have Just a Girl all done. So now we're going to do the same thing to Who Loves Butterfly. Put it back on. Doesn't matter which way you put it on. Press it for 5 seconds. Peel it off, and that is done. Now we're going to layer our butterfly. So, we'll lay our butterfly down, put your Teflon sheet down, and again you're going to do, since we're layering this, we're going to do 5 seconds on this. Just enough to make the glue adhere to the towel. Make sure it adhered all the way around. We're going to cool this, and how you cool the vinyl is you take another piece of the fabric somewhere else that's not hot and just set it down on there. Then we're going to carefully peel this off, because remember, this is not fully adhered yet. Alright, so we got that off. Now we're going to grab the body of the butterfly. And this is how you layer HTV. So much easier than layering permanent vinyl. So let me get down close. Make sure I'm centered. Put your other piece of heat resistant tape back over the top. Put your Teflon sheet over, and now we're going to do a full 20-second press. Medium pressure. And then again, cool part of the towel, or a different towel. And you're going to cool it off. Carefully peel your heat resistant tape off, and you put this back into its way over here. Possibly better view for you guys. Alright. And then peel off that. Put this back on. Again, we're going to do an insurance policy press, about 3 to 5 seconds. it off. You can peel that off. And then you are done with your HTV. And here is the permanent vinyl one. There we go. So now you got permanent vinyl and HTV. All done. This one is one way, this one's another way. So now you guys know both ways. So guys, if you made it this far, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and if you want to see more tutorials like this, hit that notification bell and choose all notifications, and that way you'll get notified each time I upload one of these wonderful videos on tutorials. Now my next tutorial are going to be the Valentine's Day gnomes and those little candy things. So if you want to watch that tutorial and you want to get notified, hit that notification bell and hit that subscribe button. And again, I want to thank, I am so blessed. I appreciate each and every one of you subscribers that I have here. And if you guys have any questions or comments that you want to make them down below. I answer every one of my comments and questions. And guys, until next time, bye!